Hi friends, and welcome to Loco my YouTube channel. Today we are going to unbox my Knitcrate subscription. I don't know why, but this month's subscription came in this plastic bag. There is no box, no special bag, just a white one, regular bag. I don't know what happened, but that's what I got. And so let's go and unbox it. So let's talk about yarns that I got in the Knitcrate this month. It's Knitology by Knitcrate. It's called Wisp and it's 100% merino wool. It's 215 meters per 100 grams and recommended needles 375 4.5, and it's very nice soft squishy yarn. I don't know what they recommend, what kind of patterns they recommend. I'll go check online. And they had three colors, and I got a green one because I subscribe to natural color palette. And I'm very curious what they offer us to knit with it. But when I look at this yarn, I understand it will make nice cowl, nice hat, many things, sweater, yeah, if you buy more. But I don't know, when I look at this yarn, I really would like to knit a shawl. Like just simple triangular shawl with some lace pattern maybe. But I don't know, I will check out first what they suggest to knit with it. But yarn is of course soft, nice, beautiful, squishy, and color, I absolutely love this color. It's beautiful. And of course I will not publish this video until I knit object out of this yarn. I'm thinking I will not order more for sweater quantity because I really like it as a shawl or something, like accent color. I think it's very beautiful. So I'll go and think what I will knit, but for you, in few seconds, you will find out what I made out of it. Hello my dear friends, I'm so glad to show you my finished object. I used two skeins, like I used every little bit of the yarn that I had for this top, and look at that. See, very nice top. I'm so happy how it turned out. I like the square opening here for neck. I like the yarn. I like the yarn how it worked with this design that I chose, and it's finished object. So right now, after this video, you can see kind of like a small lesson, small description how I was knitting, which needles did I use, how many stitches, pattern, everything. So you basically would be able to knit same vest if you would want to. And after washing, after blocking, it just stretched just a little bit, but otherwise it stayed the same. Hello friends, I would like to share with you my steps that I take in the process of knitting this vest. So as you can see, I decided to knit a vest. So I cast on here on top, on the shoulders, I cast on 73 stitches on 6mm needle, because I decided that I want this fabric to be kind of loose and airy. And I left 4 stitches on each side for so I don't need to work on it afterwards. So I have garter stitch here, 4 stitches, then I have 5 stitches for each of those stockinette stitch rows. Then I have 2 purls in between everywhere, and I have 6 stitches for the braid. And I switch flip stitches in every 4th row. And here I cast over the waist, did ribbing 1 by 1, and here 2 rows of pearls just to make a neckline. So that's how far I am, and soon I will do increases. So I would like this line here to be a bit deeper, and here I will start probably in every 4th or in every 6th row. I'll do 1 increase on each side, and maybe 4 times, and then I'll pick up stitches for the front. So that's how far I got so far. Hello friends, I would like to show you my progress on the vest that I'm knitting. So as you can see, I have front and back not completed. So after I knitted 26 ridges, garter stitch ridges down, or 52 rows, I made 4 increases, 1 2 3 4. So I did 4 increases in every 4th row, and then I cut off my yarn and I went and started to knit front. So to knit front, I was knitting 2 front panels at the same time, and I decided to take yarn from inside of the ball and outside of the ball, so the second row ball wouldn't be touched, so I can use it for the body. So I will have lesser amount of ends to weave in. So, oops, that was my crochet hook. So I picked up 30 stitches on each shoulder, and from the inside you can see it just looks like a small seam, but from this side it's pretty much invisible, but you of course can still see it, but after washing I think it will be even less visible. So I left 4 stitches for garter stitch, 5 stitches, so I just basically continued to knit a pattern what I had. And here I started to do braid in the other side, like kind of it's mirroring each other. And then here I left 2 stitches for the pearls, and here when I had 4, I picked up 4 stitches from 1 by 1 ribbon for garter stitch for the front. And so because we had straight seam here, we need to knit a bit more for the front panel, a bit more rows for the front panel, so it will look here like a nice so we would leave some space for the neck. So here I knitted already 33 ridges or 66 rows. And now in this next row, when I'll knit back, I will start doing increases. So I need to do 4 increases for the front, same like on the back, and I will do increases exactly in the same row where I do braid, switching stitches for a braid. So I'll do 4 increases, and here on the front I decided that I will have a rectangular kind of connection, so it will not be triangle, it will be rectangle. So I'll just pick up 10 stitches here. And then after I pick up 10 stitches, I'll connect front into one piece, and I will knit 3 garter stitch ridges here. And after that I'll just continue to do as pattern calls like on the back here. So I'll start doing 2 braids and 1 straight panel. And after I do 4 increases for the front, I will connect whole piece, front and back, into one piece, and probably by that time I'll attach already a new ball, and I will just continue knitting straight down my vest until I'm have just a little bit yarn left, and then I'll finish it on the bottom or with ribbing one by one probably, or garter stitch, but I think it will be ribbing one by one, and that's how I'll finish my vest. I'm super excited. If I can get a nice size vest out of just 2 skeins of sport weight yarn, that would be pretty cool. And because it's a 100% merino wool, I expect it to stretch a bit after wet blocking. So I'll go and I'll keep knitting on it, and I'll come back and share with you how many rows I did down, and tell you all the things I did. So if you would want to knit yourself a vest like that, you would be able to. Okay, vest is finished, but look what happened. I just have tiny bits yarn that I was playing yarn chicken, and I was hoping it would be enough, but it's not. But here underarm I have this piece of yarn, and it's already partially hidden, so I can cut it off and finish closing this end of vest, and then I'll show you whole thing. So friends, I finished my vest, and I would like to tell you instructions. So after I cast on here, added 10 stitches in between. Actually I was supposed to add 14 stitches, but I miscounted. So when I realized it, I just added 2 extra stitches right here for the braids, and then it worked out okay. But it also would look very good if I would add 14 stitches instead of 10. Then I was knitting back and forth until I added 4 more stitches here, and when count of stitches was same on front and on back, and I was ready to connect it in a round, I added 5th increase on 4 spots. So I added 4 more stitches, and then That's where my first ball, when I ran out of first ball of yarn, then I attached second ball of yarn and I just kept knitting down, and then I added 10 stitches ribbon one by one on needles 5 millimeters, and then I bind it off with needle, with sewing needle. And I showed you already how there wasn't enough, just small piece of yarn, but I attached it and it's perfectly fine now. So now a size of my vest, like from shoulders down, 53 centimeters, and it's 38 centimeters wide here, like half. But I measured it without stretching it out, but as you can see, like it's super stretchy, because for my size I would need 50 centimeters here, but it's 38 because it's it's very stretchy. So now I'll go and wash this vest, wet block it, and after it dries I will show it to you and we'll see how yarn behaves, if also stitches will become more even or not, like will it stretch a lot or not. And then in the end I'll also show you this vest on me, how it looks. And actually I'm super excited. Like, it's a little bit too bad that you cannot see actual color. It's a bit more darker color, yeah, like here in the shade kind of thing. And yarn is very pleasant to the touch. I really like it, and I like that twist of yarn. I think it would wear very well. So, but I don't know, we'll see. I'll go wash it, and then of course I'll show it how it looks on me. And that's what I knitted out of 2 skeins of Knitcrate yarn, 100% merino.